Well, hello again and welcome to session 2, where we're going to be looking at the globalisation of markets. There are 7 segments to this session, and essentially the globalisation of markets is something that is not a new phenomenon. We're going to examine that in the first segment. In our second segment, we're going to be looking at the 4 phases of globalisation. And interestingly enough, the first phase actually began in 1830. In our third segment, we're going to be looking at the drivers of market globalisation and consider some of the important things that makes globalisation work. In the fourth segment, we're going to be looking at the technological advances and how market globalisation has unfolded. And we're going to looking at some of the things that make that technological change and technological advance happen, and some of the things that actually reduce the costs such as technology, costs such as communications, all of which have plummeted and made the technological advances that much more accessible to people in the world. In session 5, we're going to be looking at communications and IT and the impact of the internet and e-business. And this course, the fact that it's online, is a testament to those kind of developments already. In segment 6, we're going to be looking at the societal consequences of market globalisation, what it means in terms of national sovereignty, what the impact of offshoring might be for countries and for individuals and people who work in those countries, and the flight of jobs from one country to another. And in our last segment, we're going to be looking at culture and ethics and norms and the impact of globalisation on poverty and how the gap between rich and poor has changed. And finally, we're going to be looking at the impact on cultural values, how globalisation impacts upon culture.